It's not broken, but it's not working either. Certainly. What now?
One day I'll catch a break. Always at your side.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
I do. The Mother Superior will have ordered them to keep watch for my return. Find one, and we discover what comes next. Difficult to say. I've strayed from my original mission, but Lady Shah has given me a new one. Time will tell if my peers recognize that. The Mother Superior has a tight grip on them, one that I intend to break. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
May the darkness protect you. All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road.
Gazette has a transcript.
Oh, if it gets in that bloody mouth rag. Except the people actually wanted orgies.
They should all be over there. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Need something for defense? Or maybe offense? Either way, I've got what you need. Trade's booming. Folk are scared. And better to be scared than
Still for evaluation.
God, what a mess.
This one too. This is the third fountain I've tried.
No new guests settling in.
Well, the city's been a shock to them after all that time in the ruins.
Oh, come on! Be patient, citizen, or else.
trying to get in too? I waited half a day and got nowhere. I gave up.
I was queuing with the others, and then I started feeling wrong. No thanks.
Bringing in the stench of the foundry, belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep a steady piece on my arse.
Get him right here. The printing block has never been so hot.
That graffiti. It almost looks like it was done in my hand. Did I do this? That graffiti from before. I never thought I'd see it again. Well, I think I was the one who did it. I can recognize my own handwriting. How long ago was this? Years? All the time I spent training, hidden away from the world. I think I must have wanted to leave my mark somewhere. Just to prove I existed. Even to myself. Hard to fathom, really. All the way from that pod, through the wilds, and finally back to where it started for me. It'll make quite a bedtime tale for the children. If I survive to have any, that is.
My consort. We are so close to our triumph. I can almost taste it.
Stories, get him right here. The printing block has never been so hot.
Great steel watches.
You should be at home with your loved ones.
Look around you. You read, and it's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment.
Are you hoping to get stoned flat by a steel
Doesn't matter what we think now. It's this one.
Now, I'm sure it's much more scared of us than we should be of it.
Life starts anew from within. Pitch night.
I need the list of properties donated to us by our guests. The counting house requires valuations.
At once.
Welcome back. We've been awaiting you, Shadowheart. So, the rumors are true then? The Dark Lady has blessed you. Most curious.
Do I know you?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. That depends on you. Lady Shah may honor you, but your memories are a privilege. We will see if you have truly earned them. In due time. As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you. Follow me. The mapping will begin shortly.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Do you know why you are here?
I have a mission to fulfill. I must...
You had a mission, yes. But did you succeed? Or did you stray? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Viconia DeVere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. Clever girl. She's not taking any chances. We shouldn't either.
Let's see.
The Mother Superior raised all of this from nothing. In secret. It took years. Soon it'll be mine. And with Lady Shah's blessing, it will become even greater. This is it. Where I was raised. Trained. Held. It's strange to be back.
This place is miserable, even for the House of a God.
Keep going. The Mother Superior's expecting you.
I thought you might try to flee rather than face us. Perhaps you are braver than I thought, or more arrogant than even I can fathom. No matter. You are here now to face the Dark Lady's judgment before a gathering of your peers. Give the artifact, and perhaps we will be merciful.
No. I already faced Lady Shah. I passed her trials. I wielded her spear, and now I am her mortal voice. I have been embraced by her in ways you could only dream of.
Nonsense! Ravings! You've strayed, girl. You've failed Lady Shah's mission and allowed ambition to rot your mind.
Tell her. Tell them all. Tell them how the Night Singer has blessed me.
I did not consent to questions. But I suppose you have undergone a great deal to reach this place. And anything I tell you cannot compromise me now. For you will either leave on my terms, or not at all. Whispers reached my ears from all corners. Potential rivals of Lady Shah, all vying for the same prize. A new god, amassing the disaffected, the outcasts. Those who should turn to us. This absolute is but an upstart, disturbing the natural order and threatening to impede the glorious return of Lady Shah's pure, endless darkness. I had to act. I had to strangle that foul conspiracy while it was still in the cradle. We learned all we could. The artifact was the one thing the Absolutists feared. The one thing they desperately wanted to keep out of their enemy's grasp. I had to have it. To fight so many foes openly could prove unwise. Shah's children are better deployed as daggers in the shadows, not massed upon a battlefield. So let the others fight while we wait. Once they are spent and bloodied from each other, we would slip in and take the prize. Alas, most of those I sent perished. All but one.
Lady Shah protected me. She guided me, elevated me. And now she wants me to cast you down. Tell them what you witnessed. Tell them how Lady Shah favors me.
I shall stand with Shadowheart.
So be it. A traitor's end awaits you all. These are the desperate lies of trapped vermin, nothing more. You are deluded, girl.
I'm not here to convince you, Mother. You are already disgraced in Lady Shah's eyes. I merely wish to give the others a chance to repent, before they are dragged down with you.
A coup attempt? Shadowheart will need all the help she can get if she's to win over the remaining diehards from Viconia's ranks.
I sank a spear into the heart of the Moon Witch's daughter. Lady Shah rewarded me. She turned the pain that once held me back into the power that now drives me on. And she told me to cleanse her church of those who failed her.
The traitor's ranks swell, like a corpse left under the sun. I will take joy in making each and every one of you suffer. Enough talk, girl. The sooner we finish this, the sooner your blood can be sluiced off Lady Shah's sacred grotto.
Enough speeches. The odds are already in my favor. Do you think the Dark Lady would want you to die for a lost cause? Or show some cunning and live another day?
No matter. I built this place from nothing. I can always start anew once you've been dealt with. You were right about one thing. Lady Shah's church does need to be cleansed. By my hand.
Never a dull moment.
Timmy.
Lady Shah's will shall be done! Her foes shall perish!
Lady Shah's will shall be done, sure as night shall fall.
Don't linger.
Can't give up.
Well, so much for peace. I won't give in. Where do I go from here?
Final task lies ahead. In the Chamber of Loss.
Need to find a way forward.
It seems Viconia sought a greater purpose than Lady Shah had decided for her. Ironic. She tried to cling to Lady Shah's good graces, but that just hastened her downfall. She should have just obeyed, forgotten about the artifact. Then, perhaps, she could have still served the Night Singer. Under me, of course. The Chamber of Loss beckons. Lady Shah has one final task for me. Then all of this will be mine.
Change will be with me.
Humble servant, Lady Shah.
This place
Only
is only
our
ever known
future
by
can
soldiers by
please
children.
remain Night Singer.
My chosen, a final trial awaits. Enter the Chamber of Loss.
save this. I have something to ask.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
It was me. I did that. How?
This was my gift to you. Power is not created. It merely changes from one form to another. Their pain becomes your might. Their suffering furthers your glory.
I don't understand. Who are these people?
Arnell Hallerleaf and his wife, Emily, once. They were among the most fanatical of my sister, Seluna's followers. But for years they have been here, resisting my embrace, just as I wished them to. Their wrong-headed resolve allowed me to shape you. But I need not tell you. I can show you. It is time to remember. Time to remember everything.
You find yourself thrust into Shadowheart's mind, but it's different than before. There's more than you or she can comprehend. A flood of restored memories, finished thoughts, revealed secrets.
I remember it all. I remember them. My parents.
What have you done to them?
We, child. We did this to them together. My power and your will.
Jennifer? Jen? Is that you? Why you look so tall?
It's not her, Em. It's just another trick. Another way to hurt us.
It's me. I'm Jennifer.
Jennifer is no more. She never left those dark woods. It was Shadowheart who emerged. This woman gave birth to you. But I made you. I am your mother. A sacrifice is not a sacrifice if it has no meaning. This is the final step. Snuff out the last embers of your old life, so that you can finally be who you were meant to be. Kill them. For me. Then I will take the memories away from you again. Loss will heal you, and you will be my right hand at last. shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace. Do you remember your training, child? I know you do. All the times you stood in this room, wondering why this pair seemed so familiar. All the times you honed your skills on them, they remember everything. The pain, the pleading, their torturer wearing their daughter's face. End their nightmare. Give them peace.
I have to do it! My whole life has been leading to this.
Do your duty. This one final trial. Then you will be home.
No! You've already brought me to what I need. My family. My real family.
Don't anger her, Jen. Just get out. Save yourself.
I am saving myself. I'm leaving this place. And I'm taking my parents with me.
So much was done to mold you. And still you turn your back on me for two strangers that you share blood with. Go then. Leave. The dark will still be waiting. But keep some memories as a parting gift. You learned so much, applying your skills to these two. Now you can remember it all. Whenever you look upon their faces.
I did that. How did I do that to them? So many times.
You showed great promise, but no more. When the darkness finally comes for you again, it will not be my welcoming embrace. It will be a hungry more than nothing. Farewell.
I hurt you both. So much. Gods forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive. You did what was necessary to survive.
And you came back to us. What more could a mother want?
I will be. Once we get clear of this place.
Do what you need to, Jen. We can follow your trail. Once we've rested a little. The Moon Maiden still guides us.
Everything that's happened. Shah. My parents. It's almost too much to take in. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
So, Shadowheart chose her family over her god. I hope she doesn't come to regret it.
Don't waste a step. Still breathing, despite everything?
turn someone inside out.
Need to stay focused. On I go.
Come on, can't stay idle. Don't waste a step. No one stopped me yet.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
With haste. Better not be cursed. I should speak up.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? If you wish. They said the hunt for the artifact was a suicide mission. I feared I wouldn't see you again. Some even thought it was the Mother Superior's plan alone, and not what Lady Shah wanted. It seems the Whispers were right on that last part. At some point, she confused her ambitions for the Night Singer's will. But no matter. You rule us now. What comes next?
I wish to know more. There must be all sorts of things you can tell me. Little things from my past, lost to Lady Shah's embrace.
If you wish it of me, of course, my lady. I work as the quartermaster. Come see me whenever you wish. Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well. Anytime.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here to see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. That's a dead girl's name. I don't deserve it. I had to look up how it was spelled, for pity's sake. I have my family back. And now I can't even look them in the eye. I don't deserve to be anyone's daughter.
That's not true.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Alive? Free? Feeling? I've dreamt for years of seeing you like this.
Seeing you as yourself again, Jen. It kept us going all this time.
I can't be your Jennifer. Not as you remember her.
Of course you can.
No. I'd be turning my back on too much. Shadowheart is as much a part of who I am as Jennifer. I can't just forget her. That's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light. Don't worry. I'm still your daughter. If you want me to be.
I'll call you whatever you like, so long as you're happy. Arnell?
The Moon Maiden guides and helps us find our true selves. Shadowheart. Daughter.
I had all but lost faith in this so-called Sharon. It takes a stout will to prove me wrong.
You wish to consult me?
I think things will be better, now that we've talked to. Much time was lost, but no more. Now we can be there for our daughter. We are a small family. Smaller than I hoped for. But we are whole again. Old. I was a young woman when they seized me. Arnell and I hoped Jen would be joined by siblings. But that dream's gone now. And there's a stranger in the mirror. But I still have my teeth. That first apple was worth the wait. Now this old lady will be getting in the way in your fine camp, I'm afraid. Don't worry. I shall pull my weight and help how I can. After so long in captivity, it feels good to use my hands again.
Still me. Even after everything.
I'm starting to feel like my old self again. And Shadowheart, has been able to unbottle some of the feelings that Shah denied to her. A great deal of damage was done to our family, but we can still heal. Of course, only a fool would alienate his child over a name. Shadowheart must determine her own path. That is what the Moon Maiden teaches. Still, I am unused to it. I can only hope she forgives a slip of the tongue now and again, until I adapt. I am. But with Seluna's guidance, I learned how to control the beast long ago. I only let it loose again when my family was threatened. Unfortunately, I was unable to stop what befell us, as neither elf nor wolf. My wife will need care. I wish to find somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us and the moon can watch over us as we sleep. And Shadowheart, too, may wish to join us, perhaps, once she's helped you put down this absolute threat. I've gleaned enough from word around this camp to know you're more than capable. You will prevail. I'm sorry, but what happened in that room, that must stay within the family. Just know that we endured and are grateful for your help.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Most are lost forever. Some may creep back into my mind if I encounter anything that helps clear the fog. Then there's what Shah did restore to me. Memories of pain, suffering, both my own and what I inflicted. It's overwhelming. Like a lifetime's worth of nightmares unleashed all at once upon waking. I can barely untangle one moment from another, not that I even want to. I just know that my heart sinks if I let my thoughts wander to them. Yes. But it's not an easy subject to broach. Those bad memories, they're filled with my parents' faces, their cries of pain. But perhaps it will help, if I can clear the air. Perhaps. But in the meanwhile, I'll just have to find a way to live with them. Shah seeks to break people, to fill their lives with despair so that they will turn to her for relief. Perhaps she thought this would lead me back to her in time. But it won't. I fought too hard to win my freedom. I will not give it up again, no matter how much it hurts. Of course. From the first time I laid eyes on you right until now. That's all safe. I wouldn't surrender even a moment of it. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? can't. Quite literally, I mean. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
What do you seek?
What's next, I wonder? I'll see what I can learn.
I can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change, so quickly. Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations. Nibbles. I suggested Bree, but you were having none of it. She caught you with him. Forced you to get rid of him in front of everyone. To make an example. You always loved animals. But you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure. Well... You know that little scar on your elbow? I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us, until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night. And from then on, they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less. Not at all. If anything, they seemed pleased your training was paying off. I never saw the Mother Superior smile very often, but she did then. I think she was proud of you. As for the scar, that was from a collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Baldur. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back. Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair. The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. Hidden at the back of the storage area. Luckily enough, as quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there. It should be, well, if not how you remember it, exactly as you left it.
Onward, ever onward.
Shadowheart, may Selûne guide you as always, my daughter. Only you can say. It seems your father and I have returned to a world in turmoil, and I sense you have a part to play in righting things. We shall remain here at camp and continue to recover what strength we can. Then, perhaps, when all is said and done, we can be a family again. Just one. Take care of yourself. I know you have more struggles yet to come out there, but I do not want to lose my daughter so soon after I found her again. Better in a sense, but you may need to prepare yourself, daughter. Shah took a great deal from me, and time will eventually take the rest. Sooner than you or your father would like, perhaps. I knew this, even when I first fell for your father. He is destined to outlive me, as are you. shed no tears. We've been blessed with a second chance, and who is to say how long we'll have? More than I ever hoped for, certainly. We must not live in fear of loss. That is not truly living.
Jen, I mean, Shadowheart. Pardon. It warms my heart to see you. I had promised you we would catch up once I'd rested. Perhaps there's something you wish to ask about? Well, it depends. Do you find yourself more hirsute at certain times? Craving warm flesh? Actually, no. Spare your father the answer to that. I am a lycanthrope, but your mother is not. It was a toss of the coin to determine if you inherited that side of me. If you have not changed after all this time, I believe you're safe. A name is nothing. Your happiness is what matters. Just forgive your father the occasional slip of the tongue. I will adapt, given time. You were to come of age that night, left alone in the woods and using only Selûne's guidance to find your way back to us. But you were not alone in the woods. We caught a Sharan spy near our village and learned that his accomplices sought to abduct you. I had to find you, to bring you home, and I had to do it quickly. In my haste, I made a terrible mistake. I took on my wolf form to cover the ground more quickly, and it worked. I followed your scent and reached you before the Sharans could. But when I found you, you did not see your father rushing to save you. You only saw a wolf hunting you in the darkness. I should have told you of my curse before that night. Then everything would have been different. You panicked, and before I could explain, the Sharans found us. Father and daughter, wolf and prey. They took us both. When I awakened, you were gone, but your mother was with me. They were spiriting us away to the city, hidden and bound. That should have been the day you came of age and into the Moon Maiden's teachings. Instead, the Sharans used us to teach you different lessons. Painful lessons. The Moon Maiden's blessings are many. She taught me to control the curse. But she could not teach me to control my paternal instincts. The failing was mine. Perhaps they did. Ours was a small community, spread thin. We grew complacent, underestimated the depths of Shah's bitterness, the fanaticism of her followers. But perhaps this was always meant to be. Perhaps the Moon Maiden's path was merely longer for you than we knew. Are you sure, Shadowheart? Picking at old wounds may not serve any purpose. Very well. But I shall not wallow in ugly details. That is what they would have wanted. To have let their physical torments live on in our spirits. I will not allow that. They had you use us for practice. All the techniques that the Sharans held pride in. Trickery, interrogation, torture. They even had you, our own daughter, try to convert us. The worst part was not anything you did to us, it is what they had done to you. You didn't recognize us. Those eyes I'd wiped tears from now looked at me like a stranger. I feared I would give in then. But your mother's strength bolstered me. She never gave up calling you daughter, no matter what you said or did. We were still a family in that room, suffering, enduring, but we did not give up. Your mother and I swore we would see the look of recognition in your eyes once again. And we did. Don't be. Knowing you were out there gave us the strength to hold on. And you returned to us, just like you were supposed to all that time ago. Knowing you were out there still was enough to sustain us. And you are stronger than us both, daughter. We merely had to endure. You had to choose your path. One that brought you back to us at last. Both. They mocked you before our eyes. They said it would discipline you for straying, while extending our torment also. Not just with the pain, but with the knowledge that every time we felt it, your true self was being punished for trying to break through their indoctrination. Yes. Now you know all that is worth knowing. Let us put this behind us for good. I've heard enough about this absolute threat to understand it cannot be ignored. Your mother and I can wait until you prevail, and I know you will. Beyond that, your mother will need my care, and yours too, if you wish to join us. Somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us, and the moon can watch over us as we sleep.